Hey, Free Spirit Beaders. This is Kristen Fagan here on the Softlex Company YouTube channel for a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. How is everybody doing on this fine Monday morning? That's interesting. You guys kind of missed my intro a little bit. I noticed with the ad that pops up, so I'll have to remember to kind of wait a second before I start talking. So hi. Hey Lee, hey Lydia. Good to see you guys today. So I have a little bit of glue on my fingers, so I tried to get as much as I could off, but if you see some crud on my fingers, that's what it is. When I was sitting down to my table today, realized I had some glue that was sitting sideways and spilled over. Luckily, it was in a little dish, so only the things in there got affected. Hi, Simply Annie B. Nice to see you from Georgia. So I'm Kristen. I'm here with a new episode of Free Spirit Beading with Softlex Company. And Softlex Company is a beading wire manufacturer. And we also make craft wire, which is like the hard copper wire. So that's what we're gonna be working with today. And we are located out of the Sonoma, California area. So as of right now, our office is not currently affected with the Sonoma County fire. We're a bit further south than where that fire is raging. But I just want to extend out a few thoughts to everybody that is affected. I hope everyone's able to evacuate and find a safe place to ride this out while they get the fires under control. And a big thank you, as always, to our first responders and people, the firefighters that are there helping to put the fire out, as well as those that are helping those that are displaced. I can't imagine, what that feels like to have to leave your home and you don't know when you'll come back and whether or not your home will be there. It's just a really scary situation. So my heart goes out to everybody there. And luckily right now, our main office in Sonoma is not currently affected. I'm sure they feel some of the air quality, and those of you that are near the fire, please stay inside, keep your windows shut. It just, definitely, like Leah says, prayers for all. So that said, I'm gonna get going here with our fall bead project. Today is October 28th. Happy Halloween week for those of you that are going out to celebrate, and some of you may have already celebrated last weekend. I saw lots of kids in costumes and people going to costume parties last weekend. So fun. And have a happy and safe Halloween. This week we have a special. If you order $49 or more, we have a special mystery kit gift that James put together. It's a Spooktober mystery free gift that you'll get free with your order over $49 and at softlexcompany.com. So you can order whatever you want as long as it gets over $49. Your free gift will automatically appear in your cart, and this is good for retail and wholesale designer orders. We also have 30% off of our great pumpkin bead strand, and that's what I'm going to be working with today. Hi, Softlex. We've been doing all sorts of things with this great pumpkin bead strand. We've made necklaces and lariats and earrings, and James made a spider. Did you guys see his spider? Sarah made a bat and an angel with this beads from the great pumpkin bead strand. And now I'm going to be making some pumpkin earrings with you guys for fall. So this is a super versatile strand. I know it's very Halloween-y with its black and its orange, But as you'll see today, we're gonna actually separate the colors, and even past Halloween, you're gonna be able to use these beads in some really nice fall designs. All right, so let's switch it down. Hey, Sarah. I was wondering who was saying hi, since I knew Softflex Company was technically on here already. But hey, Sarah, good to see you. Hope you guys are staying safe where you are. And I saw that you, the girls were gonna be staying indoors and stuff. Oh, you have electricity again. Wonderful. It's amazing how much, you know, when it's gone, how how much you miss it, right? It affects everything. All right, let's turn you guys down to my beading table. The air is pretty yucky. The fires near you. I did see that there were some smaller fires by you, so I guess that's what you were experiencing. I'm glad they've died down. It was such a windy couple of days here in Phoenix, and so I can imagine how the wind just really exacerbates everything and makes it a lot worse and travels. So I'm glad you guys are doing better. Yeah, oh, the bridge that you see on the water by your house. Oh my gosh, that was really close. That was really close. So here are some of my beads from the Great Pumpkin Bead Strand. And I pulled out these two little pumpkin shaped beads. So they're like two little ribbed. So these were on the Great Pumpkin Bead Strand too, and the minute I saw them, I just thought they looked like cute little pumpkins. And so I wanted to share a sweet little pumpkin earring with you guys today. And then you still have a ton of beads left. And mostly, there's a couple of yellow, but mostly it's black and silver. You've got these big ones and lots of bead caps in the strand. So it is a really nice strand that you can make something. If you take out these orange ones and just stick with the black and silver, you can make yourself another really elegant necklace or earring design. And then you also have a few of these little pearly orange ones that you can make some more fall designs with. So by separating the black and the orange, you can get this strand to go a little further past Halloween. So tools, I've got a professional Softflex flush cutter. I've got my nylon jaw pliers. And then I just have a simple set of chain nose, round nose, and flat nose. And you don't really need the flat nose necessarily. You could have two chain, or you can have a chain and a bent nose. That would be fine. You just need to have two of these kind of pliers available, and then of course the round nose pliers. And I've got some ear wires here. This is our silver. You can find these at softflexcompany.com in the component section under ear wires. And then I've also got the I'm not sure what we call this color, antique brass maybe. I think that's what we call it. So I've got that one to play with too. Head pins are optional. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it your own head pin, but you could use head pins in place of doing it on your own. And then I've got some Softflex craft wire, and I am using 22 gauge. If you're gonna make your own ear wires, you're also gonna want 20 gauge for the ear wire portion. But if you're just gonna use one of Softflex's ear wires, you can just have 22 gauge. You can still do the project if you have 20 gauge on the, for the little curly cues and stuff. I just found that 22 was a little bit easier to work with. So that's why I chose that one. Oh, let me make sure I've got my, it looked like I froze for a minute. Okay, so let me show you here. You can decide if you wanted to do it all in green. So in this particular project, I did all like the little head pin in green, I did the curly cues in green, and then I made myself a green ear wire. Okay, good, I'm not frozen. It's probably just my laptop that froze. Switch. And then this one, I did it all in silver and just left the green for the little curly cue vines. So I'm gonna show you guys that one. I'm gonna cut this one apart since I only have this one strand. I'm gonna go ahead and free this one. So you've got your bead cap, this little top bead, and all of those are in the Great Pumpkin bead strand. And then we're gonna cut some wire. I think I'm gonna show you guys it with the vintage bronze. I'll do both maybe. I'll do vintage bronze first because I've seen it done both ways, either with green vines or with the vintage bronze vines. Emily says, I basically made these exact earrings last week using a green binecone crystal on top. Yeah, cute. I was thinking I actually have a few green beads I pulled out too. They're such a sweet design. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my nylon gel pliers and straighten out my wire. I'm using 22 gauge vintage bronze right now. And I'm gonna chop off about 4 inches. I'm gonna take my chain nose pliers and I'm gonna find approximately the center and just turn it 90 degrees like that. Then I'm gonna pick up my round nose pliers and I'm gonna position them right at the edge of where I made that bend. And I'm probably gonna move it actually a little closer to the front. Maybe a quarter of the way into my plier. I'm just gonna use my thumb to twist it over. And then I'm gonna twist my wrist so that I get a complete circle, just like that. And next I'm going to, I actually think these might be a smidge long, so I'm just gonna trim a little bit on each side. These are where we're gonna make our little curly cues. So I'm gonna place my wire at the tip of my round nose plier. So I'm starting at the tip and I'm just gonna twist it all the way around and come below my first circle. Hello, welcome. And I'm just gonna keep going all the way down my plier. So I'm making myself a coil. Just like that. And then I'm gonna repeat it on the other side. I'm gonna take my wire at the tip of my round nose pliers and I'm just gonna twist it. I'm just twisting my wrist and I wanna go below, so I'm just gonna back up here. Go below my first one and then continue down my entire pliers. So I'm gonna move my hands back a little bit just so you can see I'm just kind of opening it up, twisting, opening, twisting, open it, twisting. I have some nice coils. Then because I'm using 22 gauge, it's pretty soft. I can just use my fingers, or you can use a chain nose plier if you want, to pull out those coils. Maybe I'll pick up the chain. And these are my little vines, so I'm just pulling them out. Just like that. And I'm gonna put that down and cut myself another piece of wire. So again, I'm just gonna straighten it with my nylon jaw pliers right off the spool. And let's see how much I cut. I usually cut about that to work with. Yeah, it's generally about 6 inches. So I'm gonna make my own knotted head pin. So I'm gonna start at the tippy top of my round nose pliers again, and kind of like we started the coil, I'm gonna make one loop, and then I'm gonna go below it, make another loop till it comes all the way back around. Whoop, just like that. So I went around twice. And now I'm gonna take this end of my wire and bend it through. Just like that. And then holding with my nylon jaw pliers with my little loop that I made right up against it, I'm gonna grab a hold of the other end with my chain nose pliers, and I'm gonna pull it tight. And it's just gonna give me like a little knotted end. I saw our friend Sarah Ellis do this on a video, and I was just blown away. I was so excited. I was like, oh, that is such a fun little way to make your own little head pin. So then you string your bead, you string your bead cap. I'm using the larger bead caps from the Strand. And then you can add this little bead on top like I did here. Oh, sorry, I forgot we have to do our vines. So bead cap, then vines. And then you can add this little bead from the bead strand, the Great Pumpkin bead strand, if you want something sparkly. Or, like Emily was saying, she used a little green bead. And I have some green beads here. I have just like a little check glass green bead. You could also add a little green bead on top. So either one, if you've got a green bead in your stash. Then you're gonna take your chain nose pliers and you're gonna do another 90 degrees bend, just like that. And obviously I have tons of wire, so you can make this smaller. I just always like to have a lot of wire when I'm working on a video so I don't run out. I'm gonna place my round nose pliers right where that bend is. Just gonna turn over there, over the top, and then I'm gonna twist my wrist and turn it under the bottom. You have your loop. Now this is where your 2 pliers come in handy, because I'm gonna hold my loop with my flat nose pliers, and then I'm gonna grab the other end of the wire with my chain nose plier, and then I'm gonna wrap. And I tend to be a messy wrapper, but you can be nice and neat here if you're a neat wrapper. Evelyn is watching too, yay. Hi, Evelyn. It's Kristen, your friend. So then after you have your loop, now you would just play with them around. Vintage bronze craft wire, the 22 gauge, it matches our, I think we call it antique brass ear wires online. You just open that up with your chain nose pliers, twist it closed, and you've got yourself a sweet little pumpkin earring. And that is in the vintage. Or you can always do it with a little extra sparkle and the green with the silver. I've got some big fans over there. Cute. I don't know which ones I should keep, guys. Which one? Because I only have 2 pumpkins. Should I keep the silver? Should I keep the bronze? I love them both. So this one used the green 22 gauge for the little vines and the non-tarnish silver plated. And then this one used the vintage bronze with the green. Sarah likes the green bead. Vanessa likes the silver. See, they're both so cute. I don't know which one to decide. Simply Annie B loves the bronze. I think one just gives you a little extra sparkle. One's a little more sparkly, and one feels a little more earthy. So sweet. So if you didn't want to make your own head pin, you can just use, yeah, I think the one with the green bead looks a little more fall, and the other one looks like Cinderella. Oh, I love that, Sarah. So in place, if you only wanted to do this one in silver, you can use a head pin in place of making your own. So you would just slide everything down on a head pin and then create the little loop on the top like you did here. And then I just want to show you guys what we've got left. I mean, this is what's left out of our bead strand. A simple, nice, elegant necklace with beading wire. So I've got Soft Flex beading wire, black onyx in our medium 019, and I have a little bead stopper on it. Soft Flex company carries these exclusive bead stoppers that have these cute little colorful spots here for your fingers, and they're little grip tips. So these are the little mini ones. They are beautiful beads, Vanessa. I think they're so lovely. And we just put them 30% off. So the regular price is $10.49, I believe, for the strand, and now it's 30% off. So it's a little over it's just about $7. So it's a great time to pick this up. And like I said, it's a Halloween bead strand, but if you separate out the orange and the black, you've now got loads of beads, just really, really pretty. So I think I'm gonna work from one side to the other. And how do I want to do this? All right, I think I'm gonna take one of these little bead caps. And then I'll do this bead. I'll do a little bead cap on the other side. And then I want to do one of these larger, actually I want to do one of these larger black beads. Those black and silver beads are perfect for New Year's jewelry. They totally are. They're perfect for a lot of holidays. I mean, I know that, or just like a wedding. If you go to a wedding, I know I tend to wear a lot of black when I'm dressing up to go out. And so it's just a really beautiful color. To always have. It's elegant. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. You could use a light blue melon bead and make a true Cinderella carriage earring, says Emily. Oh my gosh, that would be so sweet. How cute would that be for like a bride-to-be, right? Or Prince Charming. And, oh, I have one too many little things I use, so let me pull this one off. Like a gift for someone newly engaged or shower, like a, that would be so charming. She found her Prince Charming. Sarah, did the girls get a chance to go out this weekend and do any trick-or-treating or trunk-or-treating? All right, I'm just gonna switch sides. Sarah says, yes, on Saturday we had a ton of fun downtown trick-or-treating. It just turned ugly on Sunday. Oh, good, I'm glad you had a day out. And then Emily is asking trunk-or-treating. Yeah, trunk-or-treating, I don't know when it started, but what did I do here? I wanted to do, I know what it is. I had one, trick-or-treating, I'm not sure when it started, but it did start when my kids were little, and you could go to like a local church or local school, and they would, people would show up in the parking lot in their cars and pop open their trunk and hand out candy to people kids that come and trick or treat. I think it was a nice way for them to offer like a safe space for kids to go trick-or-treating where they didn't have to go door to door, and maybe they were in like their school or at their church. This is what threw me off. I had one less bead cap than I was thinking. And it's usually daytime trick-or-treating. Where I come from in New York, little kids only go out daytime trick-or-treating, although trunk-or-treating is not usually daytime here for us in Arizona. In Arizona, it's, we've done it, every time we've done it, it's been at night. But when I lived in New York, the kids go out usually during the daytime. I don't know if that's still the case. Yay, I did it. It was totally throwing me off because I had 4 bead caps, but I had 3 black beads that I wanted to string. So here is just going to be the center of my necklace. And these are all beads and bead caps from the Great Pumpkin bead strand. So you don't have to add anything else to it, but if you wanted to, you could. So if you had smaller silver or black beads that you want to continue up the sides, you can do that, or you could just leave the wire. I know Sarah does that a lot, and I actually do it a lot too. I just leave the wire on the end, and although it's thin, it doesn't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and crimp. I'm using a 2x2 crimp tube. And I wanna find the center, so I'm just gonna pick up my strand, let the beads fall to the center. And I'm gonna move my bead stopper so that it looks like that once it falls into the center. I've got my bead stopper on the one end so that I can crimp this side. So right now I'm using the Softflex Black Onyx Medium. This is a 49 strand product made with stainless steel core that's been micro braided and then coated in the color, and then has a nylon coating on top. So they're super flexible. I cut myself a little piece of wire because I want to use my magical crimping pliers. And when you use magical crimping pliers, it just works a little better when you've got two strands running through the crimp. So this is what we call our little cheat strand. So I'm going to go ahead and move my crimp tube down towards my beads. And then I'm going to place the crimp tube in the center of my crimping pliers. And I'm just going to hold it and kind of get it down to where I want it to be when I crimp. And give it a good squeeze. It's going to pinch all four corners. And then I'm going to turn it on its side, place it back in that notch, give it another squeeze, and then I'm going to pump and squeeze around a few more times just to round out that crimp tube even more and cinch it down into those wires. And you can trim off the excess, but make sure you're trimming off the excess from your cheat wire. And then you do the same on the other side. Oop. Did you wear your bat necklace, Sarah, when you went out on Saturday? Your new bat necklace you made with these beads? Sarah created a sweet bat little pendant, and then she strung it into a necklace similar to this. So it came out really cute. She did that. Oh, I didn't have that quite centered. So let me spin that around and try and grab a little better. There we go. Hopefully I can salvage it. I think I can. And if I don't, then you can always add a crimp cover on top. And then trim off your ends here. And there you go. And then I can just add a clasp on the back on the other end, similar with the crimps as I did here. And you have a very simple, elegant black and silver necklace. So that was just a quick add-on to our video because I really wanted to show you guys how the strand can go a long way. And I can't wait to make myself another one of these little earrings, so I have a pair. But first I'm going to photograph them this way so that those of you watching have two alternatives to work with, and then I'll make myself another pair afterwards. Let me flip you guys back up. And just say thank you so much for being here today and watching with me and beading. It was nice. It's always nice to show up and bead along with you guys. We have a couple of videos scheduled this week. A lot of Halloween fun, of course. So let's see, tomorrow, we don't have anything going on tomorrow. It's a quiet day. And then Wednesday, we have the Facebook Live Design Challenge with the Great Pumpkin Design Kit. And the new kit goes on sale on Wednesday as well at softflexcompany.com. So if you check us out on Facebook on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, we will be doing our Facebook Live unboxing of the Great Pumpkin Design Kit, which that one has currently sold out. And we'll be unboxing that one. Sarah's going to be doing a design with it, and then we'll have the new one that goes on sale. So that's always an exciting day. We love Kit Day, and we do all that over on our Facebook page. And then we also, once the video is over, we'll transfer it over here for YouTube for anyone that doesn't have Facebook. But it might take a day or two before it gets over here. And then we also have on the 31st a YouTube video premiere, Conversations in Wire with James Browning, and that is at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Sarah is saying that Kit Day, Wednesday, is her favorite day of the month. It is a pretty exciting day over here in Softflex Company. It's always a lot of fun. We'll start sharing in our VIB group. So if you are on Facebook, go ahead and join us over in the VIB studio group. And there you'll see everybody else get a chance to share what they made with the kit. And they do that over the course of a couple of weeks. So it's like a kickoff. Kit Day is a kickoff to a lot of fun and inspiration. And then we always have the new kit, which is exciting too. And they sell out fast. I think the Great Pumpkin kit sold out in a little over a week, maybe 10 days or something like that. So if you want to get in on our mystery kit and for the next month, you got to jump on it pretty quickly because they do sell out fast. And then what else do we have? Oh, we have on the 30th and the 31st, tune in to Beautiful Nights on YouTube, and she's going to be doing 2 special videos with Softflex Company kits in mind. So be sure to check her out too. So that is Beautiful Nights over on YouTube, and you can catch those videos. And if you are in our VIB group, we will share once it's up in there as well as on our Facebook page to let you guys know. So I hope you have a wonderful Halloween week and that you get some really cute trick-or-treaters and that everyone in California, that those fires get under control and you guys can really enjoy the holiday as much as possible. And I hope that everyone is safe and evacuated and that just wraps itself up pretty quickly here. Happy Halloween week. I will see you here next Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific time for a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, and before I forget, I know I said it in the beginning of the video, but I should mention it one more time at the end for those of you that join later. Up until tomorrow at midnight, any orders over $49 get a free mystery gift kit from James, the Spooktober mystery gift kit. And oh, there's a time change this weekend, so it'll be different for me, but it'll still be noon Pacific time for everybody. For everybody else, it'll just be that the time will be different that I show up here. All right, happy Halloween week. Thank you guys. See you next week. Bye.